So this is Sean. We're bringing Woody back home. This is his last day. It's been 3 weeks. He's been with us for board and train, and for some major aggression issues with other dogs, and both on leash and off leash. Done a lot of attacking in his day, but we'd like to think those days are behind him. So we're bringing him back home to his family right now, and we're bringing Belle as an ambassador to try and lead the way, lay down the road of good juju ahead of him. So we're going to go in and check out, see what we get. Like I said, in the emails and stuff, Woody's definitely got a propensity for high anxiety, and I think that gets him in trouble more than anything else. And when he gets super anxious, it's hard for him to just access his good brain, But he gets better and better and better at it, as we've worked through all this stuff. He's making really, really good choices. I have a really strong suspicion of is that all the different training, I think there's been some fairly confusing information that's gone down for him. To me, it just looks like somebody who's been told a lot of different things and is like, oh God, which one is it? So
too many swing thoughts.
I definitely get that impression with him, and that's when he starts to get more nervous and more nervous. So he's a combination of having to be firm with him, but yet having to be really understanding of where he's coming from, to where we don't overwhelm him and send him through the roof. So I always try and set the tone that we're definitely in charge. We're definitely laying down all the rules, and everything's emanating from us. But at the same time, if he starts to lose it, we've got to be creative about making sure we don't send him to the stratosphere.
Right.
If that makes any sense. I mean, I'll demonstrate it. It'd be much clearer than when I just talk about it.
Okay.
But all in all, he's a piece of cake. To be honest, I mean, he's been. We've had numerous dogs come in as he's been in here, been with us, and walked him with tons of dogs, and hasn't had an issue except for that one moment with Gracie. And
she has her own issues.
Yeah, he's really insecure, really, really nervous. But you've seen all the pictures they hang out together, and it's like, that's all that was done. And I don't know what to do. This is my old bad habit, and now I go after dog. Now he's learning I just don't do that, so we're creating new habits. The goal, the gig here is for you guys to maintain those habits and ride off into the sunset with a good boy. That's really what it's all about. They just get into either good habits or bad habits, so we'll have to make sure that you guys maintain. I mean, we've done a lot of work, but really there's a lot of work for you guys ahead to keep it like that, because little tiny conversations that you think are inconsequential, suddenly your dog is like, I don't really need to listen to you here, and then that starts to generalize to another place, and you start to see more and more of that. So we'll try and make sure that we share as much information as possible about what conversations are important, what's valuable, what is going to help him stay balanced, and what's going to lead him down the dark road. Something that anytime a dog has been patterned into old habits that are intense for them, hey, you, enough.
Her balls were?
She must think where it's like playtime or something. Anytime that they get into having to jettison old habits that are that deeply ingrained and have that much emotional kind of content for them, when you don't allow them to do it, you're going to see shaky. You're going to see that stuff go down.
That's just anxiety.
Common. Yeah. They're trying to find a new coping mechanism. So his old mechanism was, I see something that freaks me out, I go after it, and it was a great method for him. Not so great for you guys,
right.
But for him, it alleviated that tension. Now he can't do that. So what you see is you'll see him process things. Then I just pop straight up and let him know. Not because we're trying to be hard on him, but what I really want is, this is an important conversation where I'm going to invite him outside, rather than him just blowing by me.
Right.
Okay. So you guys stay right here. Let me just walk by. His neighborhood, so it's a bit of a new zone, so let me get him this way. reaction, right?
Yeah,
Did he
really
growl or anything?
He
Wow.
didn't make a sound.
What would have happened if that other dog had just come up and we had just let him?
Hard to say. Scruffy was really mild. Scruffy wasn't listening very well. That was the
Scruffy.
dog's name, yeah, Scruffy. Scruffy's off leash and just kind of doing what Scruffy wants, but Scruffy wasn't like this. Now that kind of state of mind might have triggered. That can trigger any dog.
Right.
So you can take a really balanced dog and have a dog come up in a really snotty, pushy fashion, and they're going to feel weird about it.
Right.
You know, they're trapped. They're on leash, so they're like, oh.
Right.
But that dog was just kind of mild and meandering over, but he didn't, you know, have any negative reaction to that. He was really mild about it.
Good.
So that's good stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's not his old stuff.
Oh no, we wouldn't have been able to get this close.
Right. So
Yeah.
he's showing you what he's capable of. Right? I'm gonna give him a little room so it's not like super hardcore pressure on him. So then I gauge the other dog. What does it look like? Sit. Yep. That's his style. That's a real insecure posture. Unless they're hunting after a squirrel, you see something
Right,
like that.
good point.
But you can tell, he's like, that's his state of mind. That's why he goes after dogs.
So
You wouldn't even let him look at the other dog.
Well, I don't want, Woody doesn't need to be staring at dogs right now. He's still in rehab. He needs to go through the process. Now you get him a few months down the line where he's giving you consistently awesome, beautiful behavior, and then you might be able to just, when I'm walking with him, I'll let him look a little bit, but this is like, you need to like start off like from the ground, ground zero, boom. Really, really lay down the law with him so he doesn't feel a fluctuation or a contrast between me and you guys.
Did you have to turn him away, or did he turn away himself?
I didn't do anything. I just
Right.
set him down.
Right.
Yeah. See a little shaking going on?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So he's processing. Dog's right there. Another one coming up here. There, I see he's shaking. Yep. But you see the leash is loose?
Yeah.
Right? So I can communicate with him, and I position myself to where when the dog goes this way, I can correct him this way. Hey, enough. He's just staring at those dogs and getting himself all worked up. No. But even those corrections, they're not really that intense.
And you just say no, it doesn't matter, just say
No, it doesn't matter. Hey.
That's the other thing that I've heard. They get to say the keywords and what save all the time.
Well,
Growl it at them.
Dog right there, that's a little more pulling. Just wait. Sit. So he's aware of all these guys, and they make him a little nervous, as you can see.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, now that I'll disagree with. I'm not going to disagree with the shaking because I can't make that go away, but the vocalization, I'm going to say, don't pick another choice. You don't need to do that. But he's just demonstrated an awesome ability to make better choices with all this stuff going on right now. So,
I guess I have seen this a little bit before and going through this whole spiel.
The shaking.
Right.
Yeah.
You were probably just so concerned about World War III.
I was waiting
You
for
weren't,
the
like, really
attack that I was
watching
like,
him.
yeah, exactly.
Right. So why don't you take the leash? Trick is, you see how relaxed I am with the leash? Super relaxed. You don't want to keep constant tension on it. That's got to be your contrast. So when you want to do it like that, see, he doesn't need to be craning his neck like this to stare at another dog. Obviously, he's not thinking, how are you over there, right?
No.
He's worried about it. So I don't want him practicing any worried, nervous, insecure behaviors. Just walk with me. Let's just hit the neighborhood, have a good time.
Okay.
Don't stare at anything. Don't mad dog anything. Everybody will be good. That's what you're looking for.
Cool.
Just say heel and off we go.
Heel. If he goes in his